you also caught it at least. So thank you for doing that.
Yeah, man. Oh, yeah, man. All is well.
All right, all is well. All is well.
Speaking of all is well indeed for both of these teams, because I think we don't need. I don't want to sugarcoat it, but this game is actually non-bearing for Team Singapore and Team Brunei. So yeah, I think that they're just gonna play it out and just gonna like prove who's the better country among these two.
Yeah. So this is a showcase of how you represent your country.
Yes.
Both teams, this might not mean anything when it comes to their contention for the playoffs, but for the fans, for their countrymen, they need to represent them nonetheless. Anyways, Nanjin, there's the Louis as the first pick. Would you agree with me that this is like the flavor of the season, at least for the week? And what do you feel about it? Do you like it at all?
I like it a lot because it gives good early game damage. If you stack your first kill 4 times, you can definitely invade the jungle because of your damage. Plus, it gives a lot of mind games in the map, especially when I see players like fake the teleportation, right? The portal. So yeah, I like it a lot. It's sweet.
Yeah. I did not expect that, by the way. What I do like now, though, is Singapore. They've drafted this Ling in combination with the Kufra. So that's them making sure that their Ling was gonna have a good time. For Team Brunei, they have Claude and Popol and Koopa. This is like the duo that we're seeing not only with Brunei but also with Team Vietnam. In fact, Team Vietnam used this against Team Brunei, and Brunei actually. They pick it up, and there's no shame in doing that. That makes a lot of sense, and maybe this time they can get a win for their country for this one.
Yeah, I like it. Claude and the Tams, good physical damage in the mid game, can man up against the Ling, can actually outplay the Ling. Plus, I like the Popol in Koopa, which gives Claude the space for him to roam around and stack his Art of Thievery. So this things are looking well for the first phase of the picks and bans for the side of Team Brunei. Meanwhile, there is the Kaja ban, of course, the counter to the Claude, the crowd control, and a Jawhead ban here for Singapore. So man, this is interesting because both of the teams, what they did is that they picked up heroes who are the best funnel heroes right now.
Yeah.
Starting in the Claude, and CC is their main counter. So they banned that out. So yeah, the lineup is quite similar here.
Yeah, it's almost the same, but kind of different in the fact that this is Ling, this is Claude. But in a way, it's the same, just like you said, because it's more about the funnel, and whoever controls the funnel controls the game, right? And that's the new mantra nowadays. Now, Singapore, they will close it up with Lunox and Baksha. I think Lunox is going to be played in the side lanes here. Then you have the dual tanks. For Team Brunei, they need someone who can actually deal AoE damage. Maybe they'll go for X-Borg last pick.
X-Borg, yeah.
Oh, but they'll take Atas instead. Oh, so this means that the Sylvana is going to be played as a side laner now.
I don't like the Sylvana though. I think could have been better if it was an X-Borg and an Atlas for Brunei, because for more damage. Because the Baksha is just too tanky for the Sylvana to deal with. Especially if you're gonna play a tank build Sylvana, your damage will just lack. So yeah, in terms of picks, I think Team Singapore, what they did is they shifted towards a team fight heavy lineup that can dish out damage even without the Ling. So I favor the lineup of Team Singapore here just because of the Sylvana pick of Team Brunei. But yeah, who knows? These guys will play their hearts out. So props to both of these guys.
So it is as a hero. There's nothing that you can do anymore. You've already picked it up. You have to make sure that you will perform as advertised.
I think it's a good hero, but it's a good hero for heroes that can land specific burst damage. Like for example, Granger, Farsa. Because what you do is you set up with your ulti. Because Sylvana, she has a good brave clear. It's a type of hero that can sustain a lane. But then again, it's not that type of fighter who can, unlike a Badang, unlike a Tams, who can outplay 2 or 3 heroes. It's a setup hero. So I think what lacks for Team Brunei is their burst damage that can combo with the Sylvana. Where there's the Blazing Duet, but you can actually feel that in the later stages of the game. But meanwhile, for Team Singapore, their damage is present from early on up until the late game.
Yep, I like that when you were talking about the Sylvana not being that tanky, was taken out by the Ling off cam, by the way. But it doesn't matter. Look at the Ling. Ling is looking to have a good time, except from the fact that their purple buff was taken. But they do have the orange buff secure and intact for the Link, so they might be able to contest this. They're already at level 3, both of them. And you also have the Kufra this time, man. Gene, it's going to be a tough battle around the purple buff. Who's going to take it? It's going to be the Link, absolutely. No, Alai in trouble. Alai taken down once again. Sylvana having a lot of trouble, man, Gene. And Herora as well is going to go down. Team Singapore collects 2 bounties.
I will call that the Ling Tribution from LY4. No pun intended. Easy peasy. Pressing the Retribution on time, getting the purple buff, and now rotating into the top lane, trying to get the Stamps. Stamps is falling low. There you go. The casualty was just just too disastrous for the Tams. The camera just went on the small mode.
They didn't want to show it because it's how rated PG it is. The Tams without Gutters before cannot survive that. Now they want to turn into the Hylos, Manji, but it seems like they are taking him down even through the tank ability of this Hylos. Never mind, as they're taken out because of that revitalize. So Blazing do it. But Sana tanking it up. In comes the Lunox, Manji. They take out the Claw. They take out the Sylvana as well. And all of a sudden, they get 4 kills as the Tams is taken out. Double kill. They get more, though.
Yeah, they want more. They're still hungry. There you go. Tempest of Blades coming in, and it's still the tower in the mid lane is still alive. This is how confident Team Singapore is in going in. And so aggressively just getting kills after kills after kills. It's just the first turtle of the game, man. And it's really looking like Ling LY4 is now having the time of his life.
Yeah.
He can actually now target the Claude and the Popal and Koopa. And actually even the Tams right now. He can go for solo kills.
And now that's upon with such magical damage burst coming out from the Luis, the Lunox, is not going to be able to survive that. It means that we're now up to 11-3, Team Singapore. Yeah. And now even Aurora, look at that, just one rotation. That's literally what it's called. The rotation is enough to take down 30% of Aurora's HP.
Oh my, that is a support.
Yeah.
Louis.
That's right.
And if you get killed by a support Louis, I think it's bad news already for your team. Because I mean, Louis' skills are not meant for killing. It's meant for a setup. So, well, with this, man, I think Team Brunei, they're like having a huge predicament right now on how to probably get back in this game. How will they give Agility the farm that he wants? Because right now, they're suppressing Team Singapore and they're getting Team Brunei, and they're getting all of the objectives right there. Look at that. That's an easy orange steal for Team Singapore.
An easy orange steal, like I said, 13-3 when it comes to kills. And even if the map control is favoring Team Singapore to the point where they jump now and they take out the Sylvana, they want to go for more with this bouncing ball. really stops Brunei from advancing. Tatsupong really wants to fight this. Caught an Inferno pop. In comes the Kufra with the jump. They're diving the turret. They might be punished because this and that's the Kufra down for the count, but they still took out the Thams. Now they're juggling the Hylos, and the Hylos will not be able to get any punishment after being juggled by Team Singapore like a ball. What a display from the Singaporeans.
Wow. Team Singapore unfazed in the middle part. In the middle part of the Tier 1 and the Tier 2. I think the damage is still not enough for Team Brunei to actually outplay them. Because again, Agility, he lost track of farming. He lost track of his purple. He's not really getting gold.
Yeah.
He's not really stacking his art of thievery. Actually, if you're a Claude, you really want to like roam around the map, especially with the traps that you have from the Popol and Koopa. And man, Team Singapore just slowly killing them in this game.
They're just really bleeding them dry. And now in the mid lane, they want to go for this turret, and they will really take it. Let's see, up top, there's a little bit of pressure from the Baksha as well as probably the club from the opponent side. But for Team Singapore, look at this. Look at how they are positioned around the map, man, Gene. It's just like they are. It feels like it's their house. Like 2/3 of the map is theirs. That's how we feel in this game.
They're feeling at home. They're feeling at home, man. Yeah, they're on quarantine mode. They're on quarantine mode.
Oh, there's
that is the diversion ultimate. Here in the top lane, that is a stun onto Sana. Art of Thievery coming in from the Claude, but all they want is the orange buff. There you go, the Sylvana drilling the wolf, the dog. Who lets the dogs out? Ladies and gentlemen, the Popol and Koopa just soaking damage here, but man, still it's Team Singapore in control. 16-4. How can Team Brunei come back? Oof, this is such a huge climb for them to make.
They need to get farm on the Claude, and that's their win condition hero for Team Brunei. It can dish out damage in the late game. That's one thing that we can take note. And they also have the Popol and Koopa for the push. But with this kind of damage being dealt by this Louis Yi, it's almost impossible to think of ways for them to come back.
Oh, this is just so sad for Team Brunei. Can't really like put in a play here. There you go. There is a 2-on-5 situation, ladies and gentlemen. The Kufra and the Lunox combo. They will actually get the claw. They will get 2, but this is the retaliation play coming from Brunei. But here we go. It's the diversion. The diversion ring.
Oh my god. And now they're back, man. Gene, they want to go back in action. In comes the Link with the dashes, with the assassination. Tempest of Blaze can be committed as well as they take on the Hylos. Double kill coming out from this Link. And can get even the third now. It's Tatsupong is going to be taken out. It's LY4, 3 times said.
Wolf, it was all part of the plan.
Diversion.
That was just a warning shot for LY4. If he was part of the slam dunk combo contest, I would give it a 10. Yeah. 21-5.
Yeah.
Man, we all thought that it was a failed attempt, but no. LY4.
It's all about the plan.
It's all about the plan. Oh, bloopers, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep. So it's 21-5. Such a big lead now for Team Singapore. So another teleportation diversion. Oh, that could be a good combo. But now they catch the Claude, and they will take him out alive. Can you jump away from this? From 3 angry members of Singapore. Wow, nice block actually from the Koopa there. For the stun. Could have caught alive, but with the block though, it's great.
Goku would be so proud.
Yeah.
Instant transmission. From Jason.
Yep.
There you have it. Team Brunei, man, I don't know. It's a stomp right now, guys, in 9 minutes in. And I think Singapore, they're now playing with their food, man.
Yeah.
Like, I think one way for Team Brunei to win this is for Team Singapore to make, I will be specific here, 3 sour moves. 3 aggressive moves inside the base.
Yeah.
Team Singapore will lose. But man, look at this.
it's not happening soon, Manjin. I think that's what we feel about this, because the fact of the matter is it's getting rare. Look at that. Even Jason just deals so much damage just with the dispersion and the rotation. I'm sorry, this just rotation now. And they go for more. Nice winter truncheon in their usage coming out from Jason as he's still alive. Here comes the Ling with the snipes. Takes down two. And there's gonna be a shutdown on the Luo Yi, but already 3 members have lost. And that was a teleportation just to run back to base, or not actually out to base, but just in a very safe spot now for Team Singapore. Now they found the Claude BMI out. Finally, Manjin, there's Demon Hunter Sword and Agility, but that's 10 minutes too late.
Yeah, it's way too late, bro. It's like him going in class and the class is already over. That's it's just Team Brunei just lacking the damage right now to answer Team Singapore. And now the Lord is marching towards the bottom side. LY4 lurking. The Predator is here and it's stalking. It's prey. Team Brunei, they're all 5 here. There you go. That's Tempest of Blades. There you have it. Swords of Revealing Light. That's what I call it. But he was too aggressive. He was too sour. He was inside the base. But it doesn't matter because the mission was for them to get the tower and then
get out.
Teleporting out for Team Singapore. What a play.
Look at that. Oh, the almost
damage.
Oh, he was taken out. That was Magic Worship in action for Jason. Wow. Beautifully done with just one rotation into the first skill. I think it's called dispersion. Rotation into dispersion. And now they're manning up against Alai. Alai is going to be bursted down for sure with the Pure Rage Lunox. And he is out. They sink as well as the gap. It's over, Manjin. I can't think of any ways now for them to lose this. Because look at the base. It's in shambles.
Oh my. It's a sad day for Team Brunei and Team Singapore. They will